Hello, folks. Welcome to Monday afternoon Hatha Yoga Asanas. I hope you've had a very delightful weekend and you're ready to start the week. We're moving into August, so it seems like the summer is going by. We've had some pretty warm weather here in California, and I know other parts of the country have had it much worse. I mean, what's warm for us, we're kind of temperate. So we want to do some things we're going to do in the seated poses. We're going to do the cooling breath today to try and help out with that. So, as always, our focus in Hatha Yoga is to create that place, that state of mind where our body is free of tension, our life force is harmonized, and our mind is calm. And that allows us to center in our true self. That allows us to open our hearts, and it allows us to live in a state of peace. So everything we do, every move we make is geared towards that. So let's begin. Today we're going to start out doing the aura tie down. This is just a way of keeping yourself centered and within your own vibration as you go out into your daily activities. So let's bring our hands together in front of us and then around behind us. As we do this, we're visualizing a sphere of white light that starts above our head, pours all the way down over us, filling the area that we're encircling. Just feeling the light and the strength of our aura. Let's do one more. Great. And now centering, placing your awareness in the heart center, along the spine behind the heart, with the third eye right here between the eyes, just above the eyebrows. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. And now let's move into 3 full yoga breaths. So bending forward, exhale completely. As we inhale, we're filling the lower, middle, upper portion of the lungs, expanding our arms up on our toes, back down on our heels. We're completely emptying our lungs, letting go of any negative thoughts or feelings. And now we're going to move into the stork pose. There's different ways to do this one. The way we do it is we bend the elbows, hands down, and then balancing on your left leg, you can bring your right leg up. If you only bring it up a little bit, that's fine. However you're comfortable bringing it up. We're beautiful stork birds. And then we lower our leg, we lower our arms. Then we'll bring our arms up again and balancing on the right leg this time, bringing the left leg up. And then we'll lower that leg, lower our arms. And now we'll move into a side triangle. So stepping out with your left leg, bring your arms out and down. Left hand comes down as comfortably far as you can. The calf, foot, opposite arm is up. You're looking at the screen. And then we're going to come up, turn that foot in, feet together, and pause. Stepping out with the right leg, bringing our arms up, stretching over, right hand comes down towards the right foot. And then we'll come up. We'll turn that foot in and back together. Now we're going to do the pyramid pose. So stepping out with your left leg, we're going to bend from the hips, palms together at the chest, flat back. And then we'll come back up, turning our foot in. And now the opposite side. So stepping out with the right leg this time, bending from the hips, flat back. And then we'll come back up and pause. And we're going to move into warrior two next. So stepping out with your left leg, extending the other leg behind you, arms are parallel to the floor. We're looking over our left shoulder, feeling the openness in your chest. This helps to open the heart center. Now we're going to do a variation, forearm on the thigh. Instead of the arm over the head like we usually do, the opposite arm comes around behind our back and we're looking up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to come back to warrior two. And straighten our leg, turn our foot in, feet together, and lower our arms. And now the opposite side. So we start out with warrior two. And now the variation, forearm on our thigh, opposite arm is around behind our back, and we're looking up. And then we'll release, come back to warrior two. And then straighten our leg, turn our foot in, feet together, and lower our arms. We're going to do an ankle twist next. Twists are great also for opening the heart. So let's bring our arms up, coming up on our toes. We're going to twist to the left. Back to center. And twisting to the opposite side. Back to center. Come down off our, back onto our heels, lower our arms, and pause. And now let's move to the back of our mats for a jackknife. So raising our arms, stretching up, back down on our heels, bending from the hips, and relaxing down. Just letting yourself feel completely free. Nothing is holding you back. You're releasing all tension. Then you can clasp your ankles, calves, or knees. Draw your head in a little closer. And then release. And then palms together. We're going to come up bone by bone, very consciously. And we'll do a couple of stretches for the back. So bending at the hips, hands on your thighs, and then roll up one more time, bending forward and roll up. Now let's do a backward bend. So coming forward with the left leg onto the right knee, or do this in a standing position, bringing the left leg forward and arch back. And we're going to bring our arms down, readjust our balance, and stand up. And now the opposite side. Coming down onto the left knee, bringing the right leg forward, and arch back. And readjust our balance and stand up. And now you can move to the front of your mat. We're going to do a round of salutation to the sun. So let's begin with our palms together. Inhale and arch back. Exhale, coming forward, fingers and toes line up. Stepping back with the left leg. Right leg back, we're coming to a slant forward. Down on the knees, chin or forehead, coming up into a cobra. Coming up into a mountain. And stepping forward with the left leg. Right leg forward. Coming all the way up, arch back. And we'll pause. And now you can lie down and rest in Savasana. Remember, in Savasana, it's a great time to completely let go. You're just letting go of any tensions in the body, any negative thoughts or feelings. You can sit up now and face your screen. We're going to start out our seated poses with a breath practice called Sitali, or the crow's breath. And this is nice to do in the summertime. If it's warm, it's very cooling to the system. It's also very harmonizing to our life force. So you curl your tongue like a U. I have a short tongue, so it's hard to see. But you inhale through that. And if you can't curl your tongue, you put the tip of your tongue at the roof of your mouth. And you inhale through the mouth, sensing the cooling energy moving to the top of your head, down your spine, and then exhale through your nose. So we're going to do 5 of the crow's breath. And pausing after the 5th one. And now let's do a side stretch. So placing your left hand on the mat, right arm comes over your head. And then lower your arm. And now the other side. And then lowering your arm. And now we're going to do a head to the knee. So extending your right leg, your left foot is in towards the thigh. We'll limber our upper back first. And then crossing our wrists, we'll rotate the ankle a few times in each direction. And then sitting up, abdomen towards the thigh, slide your hands down your leg, head towards the knee. The affirmation left and right and all around, life's harmonies are mine. And let's do a variation. So bringing your hand under your ankle, opposite arm over your head. It's not reaching all the way down. It's just over the head to get a nice side stretch. And lower your arm, coming back to the original position. And then back up. And back to cross-legged. Now, the opposite side, and we're going to start out limbering the upper back again first. Crossing your wrist, rotating your ankle. And then sitting up. And moving in at your own rate. And now let's do the variation. So hand under the ankle or calf, opposite arm over your head. And then lower your arm, sitting back up, and back to cross-legged. And now let's do a V-leg stretch. So opening into a nice V, stretching forward first as a warm-up. And then walk your hands back up. And sliding your hands down your leg, abdomen towards the mat. And coming back up. And now we're going to do a Lord of the Fishes twist. So keeping our right leg straight, left leg is bent. Bring that across the right leg. You can bring your arm around with the hand up, or you can reach around to clasp your foot. And then bringing your left hand behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And then lowering your arm or releasing, coming back with the legs straight out to pause. And now the opposite side. So this time we're going to keep the left leg straight, right leg crosses over the left. Your arm can push against it or reach around for your foot. And bringing your right arm behind you, looking over your right shoulder. And now we'll untwist, keeping our legs straight to pause. And now we're going to do the staff pose. So keeping your feet flexed, pull your shoulder blades back, hands next to your hips. Nice straight position. I know this sounds like it's simple, but it's not. And it helps to really strengthen every part of our body. And then relaxing everything. We'll pause for a moment. And now let's come on to our hands and knees. And we're going to do a cat. So let's arch the spine up and then down. And we'll do that 5 times. Then relaxing the spine, bring the left knee to the forehead, and then bring that leg up behind you. Forehead to the mat. And then knee back to the forehead and down. Now the opposite side, right knee to the forehead, bringing that leg up behind you. And then forehead to the mat. And then knee back to the forehead. And then let's arch our spine up and down one more time. Relax it. Head and hips one way and then the other way. And then stretch back, forehead on the mat. And then coming up, we're going to do threading the needle with our arms. So let's bring our right arm underneath the left. Left arm is bent. And then we'll bring our hand back, stretching back, forehead on the mat to pause. And now the other side. This time the left arm goes underneath, right arm is bent. And then coming back, and then again, stretching back, forehead on the mat. And then bring your hands to your sides for the child's pose. And then bring your head in a little closer to your knees. We'll do the hair. So grasping your heels in your hands and raise your hips. And then lower yourself down, keep your forehead on the mat. And then coming back up into the firm. And now let's move into a camel of your choice. You can just push forward with your hands at the lower back or curl your toes under, reaching back for your heels. At any point, if you'd like to do the variation, palms together and above your head. And then coming back down to the firm. And now we're going to slide forward into a Sphinx pose. So we're on our forearms. And then we'll start to come down, bringing your arms to your sides. We'll do a bow pose, forehead to the mat, bending your knees, grasp your feet in your hands, and raise your torso and your legs. And then lower yourself down, feet to the mat. And then let's roll over onto our backs. And we're going to start out with a head of the cow legs while we're lying down. So bringing your right leg over the left, grasping your feet or ankles, whatever's most comfortable for you, bringing your legs closer to your chest. And then undoing your legs, you can pause with your legs in the upside down V. And now the opposite side. This time the left leg is on top. And then releasing your legs, again, keeping them in that upside down V. And we're going to do our wide legged spinal twist. So feet at the outside, each foot on the outside of the mat, and then dropping your knees to the right and extending your left arm, looking over your left shoulder. And then bringing your legs back to center. We'll pause. And now feet at the outside, each at the outside of the mat, dropping your knees to the left this time. Right arm is extended. You're looking over your right shoulder. And then bringing your legs back to center. And then we're going to do a threading the needle with our legs. So left ankle on the right thigh, grasping your leg, bringing it in close to your body. And then lower your legs. And pause for a moment. And now the opposite side. And then lower your legs again. And we're going to straighten our legs. We're going to do a leg stretch. So bring your left leg up, hands wherever it's comfortable on the back of your leg, and just bringing that leg a little closer to the chest, the straight leg. And then you can lower that leg. Now the opposite side, right leg. And then lower that leg. And then we'll do Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet together, letting your knees drop comfortably, left hand on the navel, right hand on the heart. And just letting everything in the hip and leg area relax as best you can. And then you can straighten your legs. And we'll prepare for deep relaxation. And as we every once in a while do, we're going to do deep relaxation a little bit differently today. So again, you can begin by inhaling, lift your arms and legs, tense them, and then drop them down. And then you can rub your palms together briskly till they get warm, palm your eyes. And now we'll be preparing ourselves to enter a state of deep peace. And we visualize a beautiful soft light. It's a white light, soft like a mist. Surround your body and you feel light and free, just like you're floating on a cloud. And now we're going to inhale and bring this soft mist into the left foot. And we exhale. As we exhale, we let go of any negativity, any toxins. And then we inhale, we bring the mist into our right calf, knee, thigh, and hip. And then exhaling and letting go. Now we inhale and bring this beautiful mist into the right foot. And we exhale, letting go. And then inhale, bringing the mist into the right calf, knee, thigh, and hip. And we exhale and we let go. Now we inhale, we bring the mist into the abdomen, the heart, the lungs, the chest. We exhale Now inhaling the light, bringing it into the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. And just exhaling any tension. And now inhaling, bringing the soft mist and light into the left hand. And exhaling out. Inhaling, bringing the light into the left forearm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. And then exhaling. And now bringing this beautiful mist and light into the right hand. And exhaling. And now inhaling, bringing this light into the forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. And exhaling. Inhale, bringing the mist into your neck. And now inhale, bringing the mist and the peace and the calmness to your face. Exhale, any facial tension. And now inhale, letting this mist fill your thoughts, your feelings. And exhale, any turbulence. Now your body's fully relaxed. So allow your consciousness to expand. It expands to fill your room. It expands through the community. It expands through the continent. It expands throughout all the continents. It expands beyond mountains, beyond trees. It expands to the galaxies. It expands beyond galaxies, beyond galaxies, beyond, until the entire universe is but a speck of light in one tiny corner of your infinite peace and joy. And now it's time to bring your consciousness back, all the way back to your body. Right, return first behind your eyes. Feels your face, neck, and throat with renewed vitality and consciousness. Moves down the left arm to the fingertips, the right arm to the fingertips. Down the back to the hips, into your heart, lungs, chest, abdomen, left leg to the toes, right leg to the toes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And then inhale, tense your arms and legs and stretch your arms above your head. And then exhale, let everything relax down. And then rolling over onto one side, you can sit up and face your screen. And so today, it's always nice to do just a little energizing to make sure we're ready, back in our bodies, ready for the rest of the evening. So let's do some medulla massage, taking 3 fingers of each hand, finding that place where the neck meets the skull, and then we'll massage 3 to 5 times one way, and then 3 to 5 times the other way. And push back and relax forward. Let's do that again, 3 to 5 times one way, and then the other way. Push back and relax forward. Great. Well, hopefully you're feeling more of that harmony of body, mind, and inner self and ready for the rest of your evening. So thank you for joining me today. And for anyone who can stay, I will turn the recording off and I'll turn our cameras on. Jai.